Ask you to consider $5 to $10 million for the next two budget cycles, split by the population of the county. Basically, that would be a little less than we probably would have pulled it out of House Bill 218, but that gives the cities and towns a chance to go back to the legislature at the next session and try again. And obviously, we are going to have to bond. I don't think Mayor Cummings is any different than Sydney. We're going to have to bond a lot of what we do, but I don't want to bond at all. And 142 out of 149 votes, we thought we wouldn't have to bond we thought we'd have to bond very little. Obviously, the governor was wrong in his veto because he's, Senator Rosendale can attest he's got more cash than he projected when he vetoed it.
One of the things that I hear from this office is we don't wanna cut a blank check. So how much, if we were to give you $10 million, you'd say that Mayor Cummings gets 3 and you take 7 and you're gonna do what you want with it, or are you gonna put
Well,
it
I
on
would ask you.
water system or lagoon or?
I would ask you to consider that we have a $13 million lagoon, and we have about 1.5, 2 million worth of water projects. Is that, or is it over that? That are instant. And, you guys have the discretion to do whatever you want. I would hope that you would have enough faith in local government that Mayor Cummings and I, and even if you include Savage and Lambert, the council and I know where the money is best needed.
Well, we do have to include Savage and Lambert.
Well, and that's fine.
Because they're part of the town.
You can come up, Commissioner, with whatever formula you want, but I would ask you for non-discretionary spending. Because we already have a 7-year game plan as to what we need to do. So, whatever amount, if you guys so choose, we have the projects that are ready. We'll use that money as seed money. We'll even use some of our cash, and then we'll have to bond the rest of it. So it's not like we're asking you to pay for the whole project.
A year ago, this date, May 29th, I looked it up. He said that we could be building a new lagoon in 6 months. We'll get you back the numbers that you guys need.
I didn't know, Commissioner Gorder, that would be a problem for you, but we have the plan done. I believe it is for 10,000 or 12,000? 10,000.
But the people are gonna ask, the people of Sydney, the people of Fairview, the people of Savage, Lambert, they're gonna ask, what is our plan? I mean, I was glad to hear Dickinson, North Dakota, when they expanded their lagoon, they knew that it was gonna get them till, I'm using the number, 15, 18,000 people. They knew that would get them that far, and that's kinda what I'm curious.
Our plan, Commissioner, as far as Sydney and the lagoon is to build a $13 million lagoon for 10,000 people.
Additional, or just for
10,000 period.
What do we have right now?
Your guess is as good as mine, and we're using 6,500 to 7,000.
I know, but they're still not gonna have enough money, even if they were to get the 218, you're probably 6 to 8 months away before they're gonna get money. These guys need to know, and they need to know the sooner the better. That's my opinion. It's time to move ahead. We've been kicking this ball down the street for how long?
I'm just getting mixed numbers here, that 10,000's a number. I don't think we're shooting high enough at 10,000's a number, because nobody knows that we even have 7,000 in the county. A true number of what we have happening in.
I will point out one thing first. I mean, you build a new fire hall and you can build anything you wanna build, but if it doesn't have water and sewer.
It ain't gonna do no good.
It ain't gonna do you a bit of good. So.
But it might not even do me no good if we don't have the exact number of people that we're providing here. So back to the first thing you said, we'll give a percentage of the population in Sydney to the city lagoon. Give a population to the city of Fairview. Well, I need those numbers.
Well, Commissioner, you'll get those numbers by the end of the week, but those numbers have been out in the public for some time. And Frank's point is valid. We can build all the extras we want, but if we don't have the plumbing in the right areas, we aren't going to be able to build those. We're not asking for the entire amount.
It's right in the minutes, July 10th, 2012. I said, we want to help with the city. We just need some true numbers, okay? But today, to find out that 15 million might not be enough.
Who has said that 13 million wouldn't build this lagoon that we have planned?
15 million, you just said a minute you're not sure what the DEQ is gonna tell you.
No, I have
There's still
said,
some uncertainty.
I have told you that 13 million if we build it tomorrow, 12 million if we build it today. Those are the accurate numbers, those are the numbers that we received.
Those are the estimates as planned.
But if the state, what these guys are telling you, if the state moves us to a mechanical plant, then all things change. And the price goes up and
Well, I feel comfortable waiting until it's over right on Mosquito, and you guys got some numbers to, hard facts, I know Fairview's got it. I mean, we haven't said, I haven't said, you know, what's the best way to go about it, a percentage of the population, or,
you want us to ask for a number, we could ask for a number. I
That's what
think between Mayor Cummings and I, we'd ask you for 20 million, that's unrealistic. We'd ask you for 10 million, that's probably unrealistic.
they
Well, we are
ain't
asking-
doing no good if there's no plan with it.
We'll give you that plan, Commissioner, we will give you that plan. What we are asking you is to take a certain percentage of your oil revenue stream, dedicate it for 2 years, get us to the next session, and then let us try this thing again. You know,
And you brought us a project, you brought us what it was gonna be towards. And that's what I was just gonna lead on to say, that's the stuff I need, that's the stuff that I need to work with our budget here. So,
Commissioner, for the third time, you'll have those numbers. If that has been your problem for the last year, you know, the telephone.
I haven't
work
had,
both ways.
I haven't had no problem.
Okay, well, I mean, it's the third time you've thrown it out, we'll get you those numbers.
Well, it's in the minutes, we've been waiting.
I have, the only thing that I've gotten out of you guys, I didn't take that last meeting that way. I'm sorry, if your minutes reflected that way. What I took from the last meeting was you guys were gonna consider, it. That's all I took.
I just didn't, I guess I didn't think I had to remind you, because I thought you guys were still working with DEQ, I thought you were still putting together a project.
The only other thing that I'll leave with you, and it's not offensive, I don't mean offense with it, but part of the problem is what you guys have in the bank. I hear that from everybody.